Hi everyone, today I want to do a review video and swatch video as well for the new Altenew watercolor set. So Altenew has been kind enough to send me two packages, which is one is this 36 half pan set, and I will show it to you in a minute and I'll swatch out every color. They look gorgeous. And then they also sent me this pan case, which I didn't know that they had. It's basically you can buy a separate pan case, which I already took out, and you can put your own colors into there. Now what you need to get is those empty half pans, and then you just stick them in there with the colors that you want, and that way you will basically have a custom-made palette. There's also loads of space here for brushes, and let's see if my favorite Jackson's art fits in now. So it would pinch the end a little bit, but what this set is good for is for one of those, the pen brush, I think. So they're great. I think you could possibly fit in two if you did one this way and the other one the other way. Just see if that works. Yes, so you could have like a more finer tip and then a broader tip as well. So you can totally fit in two, which is great. And so that's great space. There's loads of mixing space here, and it folds out flat, which is great. As we know, the Daniel Smith has done a bit of a boo-boo with the new palettes that came out, which don't lay flat. So that's quite important. You want your puddles to be flat. And the other thing is it has a nice ridge here, which means again the watercolor is not going to flow anywhere. It's going to stay within these compartments. So that's lovely. Beautifully designed, very simple, and I like the fact that it's white plastic. I just love white palettes. I love the fact as well that it's gold foiled here. So great design, and love the format. It's not like generic, like I said, elongated format, but it's nice and kind of rectangular, and it's also nice thickness as well, so not too thick. And yeah, really lovely. The only thing you would have to think about is whether you would want your half pans to be sitting loosely in there so that you could easily and quickly change them around, or whether you would like to attach some sort of adhesive. It could be like a double-sided tape or something to make them you know, adhere to the bottom of these wells, because they otherwise would rattle a little bit. But that doesn't, I don't mind that. I'd rather have it rattling than basically going through the trouble of really, you know, trying to get them out when they're stuck. So that's that. And also the way it's designed, the lid comes in and sits quite nicely on top of it, so that the actual pans, although they would rattle, they would not come out of it. And that is it. So that's the bottom of it. Okay, so here is the half pan set. It has this little paper, which is like tracing paper, and that sits there, which you can keep or you can get rid of. And the other thing that you get in this palette is actually a water brush as well, and that's great, so you don't have to run out and buy one. So this is nice tip. You squeeze here to release some water, and that way you can do your painting very easily. So let's start swatching these. So the other thing I wanted to mention before I start swatching is the colors are really fun. So they don't call them the typical kind of, you know, watercolor names that you traditionally would come across. but they have like pink diamond, puffy heart, purple wine, which always makes it super fun to use them. The other important thing is that it says on the box that they are vibrant, smooth and artist grade, and apparently they comply to ASTM light fastening. So that means that they are light fast. The other really convenient thing is that on every single pan, half pan, you will see that they put the name there. So in this case, it's bamboo. So that's really useful in case you ever kind of decide to change them or whatever, you still have the name on there. As you can see, there are these cakes, as they're called. So the way they're made is they're not poured into the pans, but they're rather created in these sort of like sausages, and then they're cut and then they're placed into here. So this one is Mountain Mist. I love this color, isn't it gorgeous? My favorite color. So I love the color. Before even swatching, I want to say that I love the color selection in this set. It is really, really fun. It's got plenty of beautiful colors. Obviously you can't see what these really are. It looks like it's the neutrals, so browns, grays and sort of blues and all that, but we will see as we go. But particularly I love this color, is quite unique. This one is gorgeous. This color is quite unique. It's like, it looks like Daniel Smith lavender, I want to say, but let me just get the swatch out. But it's even more pastel. So here is Daniel Smith lavender. You can see it's more pastel than that, and couple of pinks as well are gorgeous. Anyways, really interested to see what color this one is, and these two I see is red, but this one is, I'm not sure. Loads of beautiful oranges, which you can create gorgeous ombre kind of effect with them, because they're very close tonally. Okay, so enough chatting. Let me get my water ready. And I'm going to put my jar there, and I'm kind of happy to do this swatching video today because I just feel so tired. Do you know what? I'm going to, before I start, I'm going to spray them. Just to get them going, really. I like that with this one you can, if you don't want to spray so it doesn't go everywhere like I did now, what you can do, it's of course by Tim Holtz, you know, who else, you can squeeze slowly and you'll have like a dripping effect, so that's pretty cool. How does Tim Holtz come up with this stuff? I have a feeling like he must be dreaming them and then wakes up in the morning and goes and creates another cool product. Okay, so let's start with this pink, which looks like opera pink. I hope the light is still permitting and you can see the colors as they are. They're really beautiful, really vibrant. Some colors are very unique. Some colors are very traditional, like this one, which is an ultramarine, and phthalo green, and let's see, what else do we have? Obviously some of the grays and browns, but this one looks very similar to Opera Rose, but it's more of a milky one rather than, it doesn't have that neon glow about it that Opera Pink does. Now I want to go through every color and tell you what their names are, because they're very much fun. And also later on I want to point out a few very unique colors that are absolutely stunning. So let's start with the first one. Is Pink Diamond, Puffy Heart, Purple Wine, Cosmic Berry, Cotton Candy, Coral Berry, Rubellite, Grapevine, Crimson, Forest Glades, Frayed Leaf, Bamboo, Citrus Burst, Fresh Lemon. I would expect Fresh Lemon to be a little more on the cool side. This is definitely a warm yellow. Warm Sunshine, Sun-Kissed, Orange Cream, Autumn Blaze, Evergreen, Mountain Mist, Lagoon, Emerald, Ocean Waves, Dusk, Desert Night, Caribbean Sky, Persian Blue, Paperback, Mocha, Espresso, Industrial Diamond, Moon Rock, Jet Black, Lavender Fields, Deep Iris, and Midnight Violet. So the interesting about this is that they included two grays, one which is more opaque and kind of on a neutral sort of cool side, and then this one, which is Moon Rock, it actually is a warm toned transparent gray, or more transparent than this one. I haven't done the transparency tests here, but it did feel more on the transparent side when I was painting the swatch. And it reminds me a lot on Daniel Smith Moon Glow, is it called? So it's not identical, but there are definitely some similarities there. Or actually even their Shadow Violet probably would be a better match. Yeah, Shadow Violet is actually similar to this. Doesn't separate into those greens or whatever other colors, blues, that the Daniel Smith does, but this one, it has definitely two pigments there that you can see mixed together. So it's really interesting color. I also find it interesting that there are three purples, and these two are fairly similar. They're more on the cool side, and then there is a warm toned purple right here. What else do we have here? Okay, so let's start with the first row. Do you remember when I said Cosmic Berry? That looked like it was hard to tell what color it would be. Let me just grab the pan. So this is what it looks like in the pan, and it's actually very hard to tell whether it's going to be like a brown or a purple, but it looks really interesting on the swatch. So you can see there. And lovely colors, so you can go very light with it and create a lovely pink, or you can go very saturated and deep, so that's really cool. Next thing, this one, Coral Berry, is very gorgeous, very delicious. Rubellite is just mind-blowing. I find it incredibly, like, it's just beautiful. It's a stunning color along with Crimson. These two colors are just mind-blowing in my opinion. So the Crimson is more of a red rather than pink, and this one is like alizarin crimson kind of color, but super intense, incredibly beautiful. These two colors are again like a play on a cool tone and a warm tone, but they are different enough and also very pretty, very beautiful. Then the greens, so this is pretty much sap green, I would say, and the green here, which is like a pastel, the two pastel colors, the frayed leaf and the Caribbean sky. They're really interesting as well, quite unique. Bamboo is also super fun. It's like a glowing mix of lemon, yellow and green. It is really, really beautiful. I think on the camera it's hard to pick up on the beauty of it. Then we have these kind of yellows, oranges, loads of them, and fairly close together, as in the colors. Again, the Autumn Blaze is a stunning, vibrant, beautiful color. And let's see, what else do we have here? So this is a nice kind of neutral forest green color. Mountain Mist, that's also very pretty, kind of teal aqua color. The Lagoon and Emerald, all of them are nice. This one is interesting. The Desert Night kind of has almost granulation to it, I think. Very, really lovely color. The Caribbean Sky, already mentioned, gorgeous color. It actually looks more like a lilac in the pan. So here is what it looks like in the pan. It has that more lilac-y color, but once you put it on the paper, it definitely has a blue, pastel blue look to it. These browns I don't care much, just because I don't care about browns in general unless they're super transparent and vibrant. These are you know, traditional browns, let's say, and more on the opaque side. The grays I already mentioned. Their black is completely jet black, as it's called. It's super black. It's the blackest black you can think of. If you like that type of a black, you would enjoy that. And the purples, like I said, these are a little bit too similar to be included in the palette. So at the minute I can't really differentiate them that much. But overall, the colors are super pretty, super vibrant as promised, and I can't wait to paint with them, especially these kind of pinky red colors that I will use for the girls, like the lip colors and the florals. They're super pretty. Love, love, love them. And I like the fact that they made it quite fun with the names, and they threw in some of the less traditional colors, like, you know, these ones, and made it a unique palette, really. And you have a big choice of sort of, you know, this cotton candy, which is more like a warm pastel-y like pink, but you also have deeper pinks and more vibrant pinks, and then we have these cool tone kind of fuchsia type of colors, and yeah, really lovely. So that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.